everyone, and welcome back to Nervous Nessie. I am packing for a trip that I'm taking in a couple of days. So this video is going to be a little different. Actually, I'm going to shoot several videos because packing can kind of be several things, so I'm going to break it down. But in this particular video, I am going to show you the 5 things that I take with me on every single trip, regardless of where I'm going, what I'm doing, how I'm getting there, how I'm staying. I take these on every trip that I go on, and it's weird things, or it's not, it's just stuff you probably don't think about. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. The number one thing that I always take with me, I've got them here beside me. The number one thing that I always take with me on a trip is a bathing suit. And you may think, well, why is that weird? Well, a lot of trips that I take, there may not be a pool. Like if I'm staying in a hostel, they're probably not gonna have a pool, or maybe it's freezing cold. And so it would, generally speaking, you would think it would be weird. Okay, I'm going to Colorado in the winter. Why would I take a bathing suit? But I'm here to tell you, take one on your trip because you never know when you're going to need it. It is always a good idea to have a bathing suit. When I went to Colorado, it was in the winter, and I managed to stay at a place, I didn't realize it, they had a sauna there. I've stayed in cabins where they had a hot tub out on the deck, which is really nice because you're sitting in this cozy hot tub, but the air outside's freezing cold. And if you don't have a bathing suit, you can't really partake in that. Also, if you go on a trip, let's say you do go to a hostel and there's not a pool or anything like that there, but you meet people at the hostel that know of a cool place that will require a bathing suit. Like maybe it's a hot springs if you go for a hike, and they say, hey, I'm going to this, these hot springs, would you like to go? Sure, I brought my bathing suit, let me grab it. Or, no, I left my bathing suit at home. I can't. Or I'll just go, but I'll watch, which is not fun. So I always take a bathing suit with me every trip that I go on. The second thing that I take with me on every trip, which I think is really weird, like I don't know of anybody else that would take this on a trip, but I do. It works for me. I take bandanas, and I take 2 of them. Now, I've got these 2, they are pink. I have several bandanas. I have like purple and blue, black, red. I have all different colors. But I always take 2 bandanas with me, and you're probably thinking, okay, why? Bandanas are one of those universal things you can use for a number of things. In a pinch, I can use it as a washcloth. Maybe I went to the beach and I just want to kind of wash myself off of all the sand. I can get it wet and just do that. Obviously, a bandana can be used for emergency medical things. Maybe you have a huge cut. You could wrap it around you and use it for that. Use it as a sling. I use it, obviously you can wear it. It's a bandana. I mean, I use it for that. That could be for a number of things. Maybe you want to rent a bicycle in the location you're in and they have helmets and you don't know what the previous person, what they had going on up here. And plus you're sweating, which that's kind of gross, putting on a used sweaty helmet. So I will wear bandanas. Maybe you want to rent a scooter or a motorcycle. You can do the same thing. You put the helmet on, you have a bandana, and it keeps your hair away from whatever funk is inside the helmet. Maybe you want to go off-roading and you get and you rent an off-roading vehicle and they require you to wear a helmet there. Bandana. Or you could just be out and about, and I have long hair. I have it up in a bun now, but I don't want my hair to wrap around my head from the wind. I can just put a bandana on and wear that and not have to worry about it. For me, having long hair, there's also a hair trick that I use that does require 2 bandanas, and it's very simple, easy. I wake up the next day and my hair is done kind of trick. So I will often do that when I travel. That way I don't have to carry a bunch of hair tools and stuff. If you're interested in seeing that hair trick, let me know. Leave a comment below and I will shoot a video showing you guys how to do that for all the ladies or men that have longer hair and want to know that little trick. So I carry bandanas every time I travel. The third kind of weird thing that I take, and this thing is huge, is a planner. I use this planner / journal. I have found, especially for my anxiety, that writing things down kind of helps calm me. I have a horrible memory. Horrible memory. Actually, that's an understatement. And I want to be able to remember what happens on my trips. I don't always, obviously, shoot videos, and so being able to have it wrote down in real time, like at the end of the day, I can sit and journal. Oh, I went here and ate this. I met this person. Here's their information. Just writing it all down is kind of beneficial for my anxiety. And down the road, years and years from now, I will have this that I can look back and go, oh yeah, I remember doing that. And this one is a really, really nice one. This is about the 4th, if not 5th year that I have bought this one. It's called At a Glance. Let me see. At a Glance 2022. And let me see here, see if I can see the company that makes this. I love this planner. Like I said, it's the At a Glance may be the company. But I love this planner because it has several features to it. Kind of see if I can show you guys here. Each month has its own little tab. You can kind of see, here's like the calendar for the month, and you can write notes out to the side to do stuff, your goals for the month, big ideas. And then on the actual individual page, let's see if I can turn this without dropping it. On the individual page for the day, you have your top 3 goals, your to-do list, your notes. You have the schedule by the hour, what you want to do. I use the notes section and I use this section out to the side to basically journal my day. And at the bottom, it has where you can track stuff. Has 3 different little options there. You can see that, where you can track things throughout the day. Maybe you want to smile at people as you pass them, total strangers, and you get 8 tries during a day. You can keep track of that and spread some smiles and happiness to everyone. And then your win of the day. You can write your win of the day at the bottom, and that's just something positive, and it makes me reflect on the day and go, okay, what was the best part of my day? And even if it's been a super crap day, because that's there, it does make me reflect and realize today's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. In the back, it has expense tracking. I'll show you that. And it has where you can write birthdays and stuff. Has a little pocket in the back where you can put loose things, maybe receipts, that sort of thing. But I love this. I'll try to put a link below of where I got this from. I will say, if you go to buy this for the next year, do not wait. Buy it as early as August or September for the following year. That's how popular these are. They sell out really, really, really fast. So, and even in the stores, like one year I waited and I couldn't buy it. I ended up having to buy a different brand and somehow make it work for me. I was not happy that year. This band that I have on here to keep it held shut is by the Kahootie company. If you can see Kahootie company. I'll try to leave a link below for that. It's basically an elastic band, and it has these where you could put pens, that sort of thing. But I usually keep my pens on the side here for whatever, keep some extra pens when I travel. So that is my third weird thing or odd thing that I always take on every trip. Now on to the fourth weird, odd thing that I take on every trip. This is actually several things rolled into one. Have this, have this, have this. And you're like, what is this stuff? Well, it's basically things that if I don't have this with me, I can't function. Point blank. Anytime you go on a trip, and of course this is only for you, obviously you know you, but if there's something that if you don't have it, you can't function normally, carry extra. I wear contacts, so I carry an extra pair of contacts with me on every trip. And as a backup, I carry my glasses. I have my glasses because I cannot see far away. I'm blind as a bat. So I carry the contacts and my glasses just in case something happens. And then the other is if you have veneers or crowns or any kind of dental work that could potentially fall out on your trip, carry adhesive, because that has happened to me and it's a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare. I plan on doing a video series of medical emergencies for traveling. And yes, I have had numerous medical emergencies come up while traveling, and one of them was that some of my dental work fell out. And let me tell you, when you can't eat and you can't smile, so you don't want to take pictures for the entire rest of your trip, that sort of thing, if you're in pain because of it, you want to have a backup. And so having the adhesive to be able to reattach it is an absolute necessity. So anything that you can't function, maybe you wear hearing aids, and if your hearing aid goes out, you're deaf. What are you going to do? Carry extra batteries, carry a backup hearing aid, whatever it could be, because nothing will ruin a trip faster than not being able to function like a normal person for the moment. And with that in mind, the fifth thing that I carry, I don't have it here with me because, like I said, I'm packing for this trip, is I have a mini medical kit that I put together for myself. And It just includes basic medical things. So pain relievers, acetaminophen, ibuprofen, that sort of thing, stomach medications, and all of this is over the counter. Things like antidiarrheal or gas medication, any kind of little over the counter medications that you can take, you'll put into a small kit. Just get a Ziploc bag, get a little baggie or a little pouch to put all of it in, and put several doses in there. For, like, let's say pain reliever, I would take maybe 3 or 4 doses with me. And it's a lot cheaper if you're at home and you have a big bottle of, let's say, ibuprofen. Get a little pill bottle, put some, several doses in there, and take that on your trip. It's a lot cheaper than going out and buying another full bottle when you only need enough for, let's say, a day or two. Same thing goes with Band-Aids. You never know when you're going to need some type of bandage. You cut yourself, or maybe you were walking a lot and you got blisters. Just put yourself together a little small medical kit. You know what your body does and doesn't do and how it reacts. Maybe you need some kind of allergy medication if you're going to be going to a place where it's pollen season. Carry some kind of allergy medication in a little baggie, just enough to do you for a day or two, just in case. And that will save you money. It'll save you time having to go and find a pharmacy to buy these things or find a store to buy these things. And yeah, I carry a little mini medical kit for myself. And that's in addition to normal medications that I take. So those are the 5 kind of weird, odd things that I take with me on every trip. And I hope you guys like this video. If you have any weird things that you take on your trip that you've learned, oh, I actually really use this on trips, maybe not all the time, but if I need it, I'm super glad that I decided to take it. If that's the case, leave a comment below. Share that with everyone, and I'd love to see what you guys take. I may add that to my list. Maybe down the road I'll end up with 10 things that I take on every trip just by reading your comments. And if you want to get notified of the rest of the packing videos that I'm going to be making today, just hit subscribe and you'll get notified of those videos when they drop. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!